Hey, hello, 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 hello. And how are you? How are
Good. How
you,
are you?
Reggie?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Good to see you. Um, ooh, it's been a little while. We've done one of these, right?
Right. Right. Been a few weeks. Well, maybe about a
A
week and a
few
half.
weeks. Okay, so we might have Vessel of Honor joining us. So, but for now, hey, we just 666. Hello, and how are you? Good to see you. Right. So, we've been having conversations around Christianity over the last few days over on TikTok, but today we thought, okay, we'll do something different. Talk about Islam. This is something that I know would be right up your street, Reggie. Brace yourself, right? This is going to frustrate you. Okay. So, guys, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I am the Afro Atheist. I'm your host. Tonight, we are going to be talking about three people. These are the heavy hitters when it comes to the online space, when it comes to all things Islam. If you know about Islam and don't know about these three, you're probably hiding under a rock somewhere. I don't know a lot. I really don't. I just know just bits here and there from what people post. But Mohammed Hijab, he's one of the big ones. Sneeko, I think that one he's a new convert to Islam. And then the other guy, something Adnan. I don't know anything about him. But this video just came on my page on my FYP, and I thought, oh goodness, this would be something that myself and Reggie and Vessel would be nice to go over the sneaky way Muslims deceive new converts. Very sneaky. So anyway, Reggie, what's up? What's up with you?
Nothing much. Just chilling, 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 chilling. Just got off work.
What's that thing over there? I can see something sticking on the
I don't know.
it's your, looks like
I
it's your
see it too.
chair. You
I
like a
see it too.
chair?
But no, that's the wall actually back there that
The
I'm
wall.
seeing.
Okay, 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 okay. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna get started. But just give me a minute to sort out so I can read comments while this is going on. Just give me a minute. Just trying to make sure that I can see comments. Just give me a minute and we'll get started. I just need to. Hey, Kiko. Kiko Lansing, how are you? Oh, no, man. Don't do that. Oh, no. Sorry, guys. I'm just having a bit of technical difficulty here. Oh, no. Once again, don't do this. Okay. Right. All right. Here we go. Yes, Kiko, I can see you. I see you, Kiko. Okay. Now we're going to get started. Okay. Can everyone see the video? Reggie, can you see the video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, you had neuroblastoma, but doctor did the surgery and it's gone. I'm sorry to hear that, Kiko. I'm sorry to hear neuroblastoma. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Okay, you can. Okay, thank you. We just 666. So, guys, so these three people, the two of them on the other side, you'll see them in a minute. Muhammad Hijab and his friend. Looks like these have been lifelong Muslims. And they're in conversation with Sneeko, who is he's I think a big YouTuber, big internet personality who recently converted to Islam. So it looks like they all met up in Bosnia. I think this is Bosnia. And so they're gonna start having a conversation about Islam, right? Get yourselves ready. You will hear things that will frustrate you, but it just shows how sneaky these people are when it comes to recruiting people into Islam. Reggie, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky sneaker. Okay.
Salam alaikum, Mohammed Hijab. How are you, bro?
Alhamdulillah, man.
Alhamdulillah. It's
Alhamdulillah.
great to see you. I was just before you came in, I was telling like how this all came about. You know, that this was a complete coincidence that we're all here at the same time. Why are you in Bosnia?
We came here for a couple of meetings and we decided to do some sightseeing.
Mhm.
Stay a bit longer and do some sightseeing. And to be honest, coming to Bosnia, I've found that it's like a hidden gem in terms of like places to go. It's got a lot of history, it's got a lot of culture, the food is great, the weather is perfect. And
And
the
Musa,
scenery is amazing.
Hey, Assalamu alaikum. The scenery's been great.
And we've got Musa Adrian, obviously the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, I was just showing them the picture we took in the presidential suite here.
Presidential
That's
suite, bro.
fantastic. We look like we're negotiating deals with Iran to promote Islam in the West. We look like we're taking Saudi money in there. But, yeah, we just had a great dinner. I was explaining to them. Great hospitality. Thank you for that.
So they all met up in Bosnia. And if I'm correct, please correct me. I might be wrong in a few things. I'm not really very familiar with these people. But it looks like, there's this whole drive to spread Islam, right? Oh, we want to be seen as, you know, Islam is growing, it's all over the place, and we're connecting with each other. We're, going places. Now look at us. We're in Bosnia, we're meeting Sneeko, and this is the image that's being put out there. But what happens when they're together, right? What happens when they start, you know, uh, when they get together? This is what happens. So listen, just listen to their conversation.
That, by the way, I highly appreciate
Anytime, man.
the hospitality. But yeah, what are the chances that we're in Bosnia for the same reason at the same time in the same couple of days?
That's right. So, I think Allah has a plan. And the plan is to bring people together who are like-minded, who have similar objectives for the common and greater good. That's why. What do you think, Musa, about that?
Bro. Obviously, as Muslims, we believe in qadr, the concept of qadr,
Yeah.
that Allah has decreed everything, predestined everything.
Yeah.
And these type of things show you, man. Like we didn't plan this.
You know, one principle is this. I'll tell you what. Don't interrupt an enemy when they're making a mistake. These guys have been telling us all along that it's black people that are violent, that it's Muslims that are violent. Now they're going out and looting. They're stealing stuff from the shop. They're stealing alcohol from the shop. They're stealing crops from the shop. Bro, I saw one picture of one of them was stealing crops from the shop.
Bro, there's even more than this, bro. How do you have a guy?
Bro,
Crocs, yeah?
Shoes Crocs.
Bro, how do you have a guy, Tommy Robinson?
The child is stealing a
Bro,
crop
how
from the
That's
shop.
not his name, by the way. Stephen Laxley Lennon.
Stephen Lennon.
Lennon.
Come on, chav.
Bro, how do you guys have
Come on,
a
chav.
guy
Yeah.
sitting on a resort going like this,
Yeah.
right?
Is he doing that?
In Cyprus,
He's having a cheeky pint.
orchestrating all of this, and you lot are doing his
He's
day,
spreading all
You know
5'2" of his body on the beach chair, yeah?
and
And he's not even occupying the entire beach chair when he's doing that because it's like half of the beach chair that he's spreading.
this guy, this weasel, he has audacity to speak. Like, this Tommy Robinson guy, bro.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has audacity to speak.
Yeah.
And say cave.
Reggie, do you know Tommy Robinson? Do you know anything at all about Tommy Robinson?
No.
So Tommy Robinson, UK guy. That's the little that I know. Tommy Robinson is far right? He's recently trying to round people up when it comes to um anti anti-Muslim, anti-immigration, the things that are going on in the country, in the UK. Let us preserve, right? Preserve the UK, keep the immigrants out, keep the Muslims out. Um, so yeah, there's been protests, there's been conversations about this, and he seems to be the one at the top, right? This Tommy Robinson guy. And so yeah, recently there was that riot that took place after this young boy killed these three children. When it happened, they thought at first that it was a Muslim person that did it. And so People put things out there that made people very angry because they thought it was a Muslim who had done it. They had gone, rioting. They'd gone by the mosque, right? They were the English people. They were really angry. Well, it turned out the person wasn't the young boy was not. I think about 17, not a Muslim, and so now this is the aftermath of that protests, riots, that people had gone out in a haste thinking it was a Muslim and it wasn't. And so they're saying it is Tommy Robinson, right? He is the one who's orchestrated that. But it's just people who were riled up. People got information that was misleading. And so now they're here talking down on Tommy Robinson, right? So, hey, Miss Masani. So, right, this is what this is about. Okay, Reggie?
Man. Bro, you guys are the people behaving like kids.
Yeah, you know what?
Bro, they're looting shoes on. They're looting
caveman.
shoes on.
It's BLM 2.0.
You know, like, it's
Oh, no,
ridiculous.
caveman. All
Bro.
right, cool. What caveman? What? So what?
So during the protests, right, or the riots, some people were looting shops. And so they're talking about some of the people were stealing crocs, stealing crocs, right? And
Yeah,
so
shoes, yeah.
they're saying that that was BLM 2.0, Black Lives Matter 2.0.
And it sounds like the dude that's narrating, I haven't seen his face, but if I'm not mistaken, isn't he the one that we did the stream about?
Which one?
He's American. He lived in America.
Which one is that? The Tommy Robinson?
He's biracial.
No, he's not biracial. Hold on. No. They might talk about that guy. That one.
He sounds.
He's recently been arrested. And what's his name? Andrew Tate.
I think that was his name.
Andrew Tate has been recently arrested. That guy's just a mess. Hold on. Let's see. Tommy Robinson.
I mean, he sounds just like him.
So Tommy Robinson. Let's see. So this is Tommy. So his name's Stephen Christopher Yaxley Lennon Yaxley. Tommy Robinson is a British anti-Islam campaigner and one of the UK's most prominent far-right activists. He has been active in far-right politics for many years, and he was a member of the British National Party and the British Fascist Political Party from 2004 to 2005. For a short time in 2012, he was joint vice chairman of the British Freedom Party, and he co-founded the English Defence League. So this is all things British, all things want to preserve the values, British values, right? They preserve it, and far right stuff. So of course, Muslims will be completely against Tommy. Some people love him to death. They swear by him, to do anything for him. But of course, his enemies, of course, would be Muslims because he's anti-Islam and he's anti-Islam, the rhetoric, because with Islam there's the idea that the Sharia law, and they want to spread Islam all over the world, and some English people are saying no, we don't want it. So yeah, do you have a rough idea, Reggie?
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Tate, he's just an online personality, has a lot of mouth. He's got the gab. He talks too much. He thinks he's a gift to women, but he is a nasty piece of work. Was recently arrested. He too is converted to Islam. I don't know what it is with these people and converting to Islam.
No,
Let's say I'm a caveman.
actually not.
No, I'm a caveman. I'm a caveman.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm a caveman. Now, for the sake of argument,
Okay.
I'm a caveman. So
What do we have?
no problem. Okay. All right. Is that your strongest argument? Have you delivered your decisive blow. But no one can say that Islamophobia doesn't exist because this right wing. Come on, bro.
That's what it's all about. It's not really about Britain first.
Forget. Don't even call it Islamophobia. Just call it intolerance of
But bro,
Islamic Muslims.
I think we should
Call it what you want to call it.
I think, bro, we have to speak about how this thing even started.
Yeah.
It started in Southport. And bro, of course,
Yeah.
like such a disgusting, barbaric act. Three, innocent little babies, little girls being killed like that. But what happened? They started spreading these rumors. The far right started spreading these rumors. This was done by an immigrant, an illegal immigrant, and somehow he ended up being a Muslim, and all of this. It comes out actually he's from a Christian background. Actually, he's a British citizen. Okay. And he's not an immigrant.
He's not even an immigrant.
And what happens is now they use it's all about political agenda. They use this, they go, they start attacking a mosque. Where's the correlation? Where's the correlation between a mosque and this random Christian guy who went and killed the three people? Where's the correlation between one of the things that they're saying right now, Sneeko, they're saying this on Twitter, one of the things that they're saying on X is that this is about illegal immigration happening in the UK. Illegal immigration. We are against illegal immigration. Okay, no problem. So wait, why are you then going and attacking innocent women and children? Going and attacking innocent women walking down the street, innocent men going and punching up. They see a random black guy, go and beat him up. How do you know what this guy's status is? It's absolutely ridiculous.
Why does it matter?
And
it don't matter what his fucking status is.
Aside from ignorance,
That don't.
One of the things as well, there's a lot of revert.
Yeah, that don't matter what his status is. You can't just randomly just punch a person in their face just because you feel like they an illegal immigrant. You're not naturally from the UK. You're an Arab. What if people?
No, he has a point. He has a point, Reggie. He has a point in the sense that, these people got really riled up, and anything that doesn't resemble white British person, we're attacking, right? They even was saying to us, "Be careful." They're pouring acid on people, black people. So, it was a thing. People were being attacked, right? So, but when they start talking about Islam, anti-Islam, for some reason, Reggie, black people always get brought in. And for some Muslims, I've heard them say, now, black people, it's time for you to fight with us, right, here in the UK. He says, because, now they're coming for us Muslims. Very soon they'll be coming for you blacks, right? And
black
so
people was
it's
there
time for us
first.
to unite. It's time for us.
Black people was in the UK before then. So if they didn't do shit then, why would they do something now? Because that don't make sense.
Just where you're right that Islam is destroying. They have been known to destroy art, music, books, anything cultural. It's just crazy. I mean, yeah, they like Islam because it allows them to mistreat women. There has to
And
be
get young
something.
girls and get young
There has to
women.
be
Yeah.
something. There has to be something. What's the draw? What's the draw? What's pulling you in?
As well, just even generally on a general level. What people need to understand is when you become a Muslim, your guideline for things needs to become Islam.
It's different.
It needs to become Islam.
You're supposed to defend Islam as if it's greater than your mother. Correct?
That's it, bro.
Yeah.
That's how
You're
we
supposed to
are.
defend it as if it's you're supposed to love the Prophet ﷺ more than your parents.
Yeah.
So
Reggie, did you hear that?
No, we want that.
Reggie, listen. You need to hear this last bit. Please listen. And I've got the subtitles on for a reason because they talk very fast. So please listen.
Well, I think one of the things as well, there's a lot of reverts as well, just even generally on a general level. What people need to understand is when you become a Muslim, your guideline for things needs to become Islam.
it's different.
It needs to become Islam.
You're supposed to defend Islam as if it's greater than your mother. Correct?
That's it, bro. That's how
You're
we
supposed to
are.
defend it as if it's you're supposed to love the Prophet ﷺ more than your parents.
Yeah.
So if people disrespect that, and if they show,
You're supposed to love Islam more than you love your mother.
But that sounds familiar.
You're
though.
supposed to love the Islam more. You're supposed to love the Prophet of Islam more than you love your parents.
Well, that's a little bit different. That would be like saying you gotta love Moses more than you love your parents. But Christianity is similar. You gotta love Jesus more than you love your mom. And you gotta love, definitely. He said it himself.
Reggie, when any beliefs starts telling you who to love or not love over above that religion, just know that you're in serious trouble.
That's
You
when you.
are in serious trouble.
That's where you miss
Mm,
me at.
mm, 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 mm. And you, Sneeko, a new convert. Look at you sat there. Yeah, 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 yeah. What is wrong with these people? Gosh.
Hold up.
Prove that they're enemies of that. You can't.
They
Like, bro, this guy
brainwashed.
Tommy Robinson. I'll give you an example.
Hmm?
They brainwashed like super bad.
Mm.
he has said disgusting, vile things about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. No Muslim, bro. No Muslim. Imagine, bro, someone saying that about your mom. Imagine someone is saying the worst thing: your mom's a prostitute, your mom's a hoe, your mom is this, your mom is that, and then you go and you sit next to him and you hug him and you say, "You're my brother."
Yeah, I mean,
you're my
to
friend."
be fair, he
You see?
doesn't sit next to him and hug him, but
No, no, no.
nevertheless,
I'm not so necessarily.
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah.
generally. I'm saying so you can't do that as a
Yeah.
Muslim. Like
Yeah. you can't be
have
friends.
that.
You have to be.
friendship.
You got to be harsh.
One of the things Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah, one of the great scholars of Islam, he's such a great scholar. He's referred to as the Shaykh of Islam.
Yeah.
Well, that's how Abu Taymiyyah got his name.
Abu
Kind of,
Taymiyyah, yeah.
kind
So
of.
Abu Taymiyyah would have named
So
his
this
daughter.
this man
after him.
he died 1328
That's right.
AH, which is 728 sorry 728 AH is 1328 like Gregorian
AD,
calendar,
yeah.
so it's 14th century scholar, a Mamluk, a 14th century scholar,
Yeah.
like 700-year-old thing, and 700 years ago,
That's
and
right.
he wrote this very interesting primer, which Musa is going to tell you now.
Yeah.
Something about. Go on, tell
So
me.
with it, so what he wrote this work where he discusses.
Reggie, listen. So they're talking about one of the scholars of Islam, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm gonna put my phone down.
Okay. You're still. Don't tell me you're still in conversation with that person. Come
We
on,
talk about the same
Reggie.
thing. We talk about the same exact thing.
So anyway, they're about to talk about this scholar, and only how many years ago? 700 years ago, who wrote something spectacular that they're talking about, right? But it's what he wrote that is problematic. Okay, so let's listen.
Why do people care what people write? That kills me.
I mean, if you have a belief, you got to care what the scholars of the belief wrote.
But these
I
are people
guess.
that wasn't there. If this is about something 700 years ago, that means automatically in my mind I'm thinking you never met Muhammad. You
No.
couldn't.
Whole concept of masalih and mafasid in Islam,
Translate that.
of course,
Yeah.
right? Weighing up pros and cons, essentially, in a way.
Yeah.
You're weighing up the benefits and the harms. Okay.
Yeah.
One of the things that, I mean, it's a whole detailed thing. People can research it in their own time.
Yeah.
But one of the things that he discusses within that is
Yeah.
the concept of
Yeah.
reverts, or someone. He gives the example of someone coming to Islam new.
Yeah.
And he actually mentions something.
Yeah.
That let's say now someone became a Muslim with me right now.
Let's say, yeah.
For example,
For example.
and I'm extracting this from his work,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he says to me, brother Musa, I've got this issue with I drink sometimes,
You
or
drink sometimes.
I had this girlfriend, and,
Got
stuff.
girlfriend.
And I know, bro, I know. If I
Mm.
tell him right now, brother, you got to leave that girlfriend right now. That's gonna be, bro. He's been with his girlfriend for 10 years, for example. For example, that's gonna be a heavy thing
Yeah.
for this guy to take on. It's gonna be so
It might
difficult.
break him.
It's and he might be
Like
like, you know
religion.
what? This ain't for me.
Yeah.
Islam isn't for me,
It's not for me.
right? So you know what, Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah, one of the things that we extract from this work is
What?
You know what, brother? Don't
even-
make him accountable. Don't even tell him.
Don't even tell
Leave him in his ignorance for now.
Leave him.
Leave him. Tell him, bro. Listen, brother.
Bro, these guys talk about
You need-
music, man.
You need to learn
These
how to
guys,
play.
no,
Yo, you guys are
these
talking
guys talk about music, bruv. Why are you going to
bro, bro.
the guy who we don't even know if he's praying 5 times a day yet, brother?
That's
you
what
have,
he used
you
to
have,
do.
you have,
That's
you,
what he
you
used
have
to
the
do, bro.
audacity to go to a person like that with influence like that who became Muslim like that, and you want to tell him about music?
Do you know what it is,
About
bro?
music?
Do you know what it is? Like someone's been shot in their chest.
Reggie, did you catch that?
Yeah,
So they
I'm
draw.
not.
They draw from the man's this man, the person who they're talking about. They draw from his writings that when you encounter a new convert, Reggie,
Mhm.
if that convert has a girlfriend, he shouldn't have a girlfriend. If he's drinking or he's just engaging in things that are anti-Islam, don't tell him anything at all about those. That's not priority. Let him come to Islam first. Don't say anything.
I
Just
mean,
let
yeah,
him.
I get that, but my thing that I'm just not understanding is like, is every Muslim dude doing it? Is that what they doing? So what they supposed to do when they have sex, or is they already supposed to be married?
You have to be married to have sex in Islam. You have to be married to have sex in Islam. So
A
there's
man,
no
a man,
hmm?
a man.
And women.
Oh, I know women for sure. They, psh, they don't got no say. I know that. But men have to literally be married to have sex.
Mhm.
I ain't know that
What do you mean you didn't know that?
because they can do every fucking thing else they want.
Well, for the most part, they do engage. I mean, a lot of them don't live by the books, by the book. They don't. They just go on and do whatever the hell they want. But ideally, sex has to be within marriage. Mm? So
Yeah, I never.
Jose says most of them Muslims end marrying for sex, especially those in the US.
That's what
Ooh,
I never knew that
ooh,
shit.
I screwed a Muslim and I'm not married. Listen, they, like I just said, they don't live by the book. They just, yeah. Listen, religion is such that it creates all these expectations, right? They are unattainable, unattainable expectations. And this is why I know that a lot of people who are religious, they just deceive themselves. A lot of religious people are just great deceivers of
Yeah, they
themselves.
lying.
They
Yeah.
lie, they're just being hypocrites for the
Until
most
God's
part.
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they do. God forgive me.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5 times, okay? And you're like, oh, bro, you've got a
Music here.
You know how I agree with you. I agree with you.
Music here.
no, but bro, this isn't something from.
Actually, music. What are you talking about?
I
Music.
can't stand
Shut
his
your mouth,
attitude,
music. Shut your mouth.
Reggie. So for him, because he thinks that he's the scholar, he thinks that he's everything, he thinks that he's got an air of arrogance. The one with the red hat, Mohammed Hijab, an
Hmm.
air of arrogance about him, because he's when it comes to the YouTube space, I think he's got 1 point something million followers, I think. So for him, it's like, he's the big deal. This is a very serious conversation, but his attitude in here, I'm just thinking, this is just appalling. Appalling.
I don't really think that they act like that when they at home. It seems like to me, especially the one in the middle, it seems like he putting on like an act.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You might be right there.
Shut your mouth, man.
They tell me about my knees when I wear shorts in the gym.
Shut up, man. Okay. Sorry, there's a difference of opinion on the knee and music.
Yeah, I can show my knees.
No, I don't care, man. What? Ibn Hazm al-Andalusi wasn't a scholar. What al-Ghazali wasn't a scholar. What al-Shawkani wasn't a scholar. What al-Sanani wasn't a scholar.
Oh,
What
yes.
al-Rafi'i wasn't a scholar. What Ibn Majashun wasn't a scholar. All of them allowed music, bruv. Okay, I'm not saying, okay, therefore music is allowed. I'm not saying therefore music is allowed.
And you're not thinking you take that
Akhi,
position, yeah?
I'm not even saying I take the position. I'm saying, brother, this is a new revert who's got massive influence.
Bro,
you're coming on his Twitter and telling him about music,
Bro, people
and,
don't-
and you had Ibn Hazm al-Andalusi, who's producing compendious works, and he's listening to music, and you have Ibn Majashun, yeah?
Allah.
You have Ibn Majashun, who's a Salaf, and he had a slave girl there doing the cello in front of it,
SubhanAllah.
and you're talking to Andrew about music? Shocking.
SubhanAllah.
So here comes the conversation about Andrew Tate, right, Reggie? So, Andrew Tate, new convert, right? Now, another Muslim brother was in conversation with Andrew Tate. And the first thing that one starts to tell him, okay, you've got to get rid of music, you've got to get rid of this. And this one is saying, you're with a very influential person who has just come into Islam, right? The first thing you should talk about is not get rid of music, get rid of this, and get no. Just let him come in. Let him be, firm on the ground before we hit it on him. Music is not allowed. It's like trying to deceive people into accepting Islam. Telling
Right.
them this. Mm. So him over here in the blue shirt, Sneeko, he said, as he's a new convert, he's been told by the Muslims, oh, you need to cover your knees. You can't, Reggie, it shorts to the gym, and they start saying, oh, you've got to cover your knees in Islam. Reggie, they can't even show their knees.
They weird. Ain't no way I listen to that bullshit. A grown ass man. He can't see my knees.
Let me tell you something, bro. That's the thing, bro. Listen, there's something known as awlawiyat. When a reader comes to Islam, you know what I want to tell him?
What?
Brother, start praying. The first thing you need to do,
Brother,
learn how to pray, brother. Learn how to pray.
Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam sent, who did he send them? Tell us the story, brother, because I know you know.
Which story, brother? You didn't tell me anything.
Tell the story that I got.
No, about when the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam sent whom to do da'wah where, and then what did he tell him to do
Yeah,
first?
so
and
for
second?
example, when the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he sent one of the companions, Mu'adh bin Jabal, to Yemen. What did the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave him a specific order? Tell them to do this. Tell them to believe in Allah. Then tell them to believe in the, for example, an order. There was a tartib, an order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Prophet ﷺ didn't tell Mu'adh bin Jabal. By the way,
Yeah.
when you go to Yemen,
Yeah.
tell them about
Yeah.
this random,
He didn't say it.
like rulings.
He didn't
They're
say it.
important, bro. They're important.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, they
He didn't
clowns.
say
Bro, they're important.
They're talking about the Prophet. The Prophet has given an order to someone, go give those people, right? They're not saying the details of the order. They're not talking about the consequences of said order. Right? They're trying to say, okay, it's important, but we can laugh about it. This sneaker guy, these two are lifelong Muslims. They know exactly what they're talking about. They know exactly what they're doing. But they're just being very sneaky right now because they know that this is a new convert and he could easily leave Islam. So this is just being very. Reggie, can you see the body language between those two?
Yes, they laughing. That's what I said. I think like, I mean, obviously they look the part, but I don't know. I think they just up there really acting, and they just fucking around, just for fun.
Well, they are, but then it's serious because this is their religion. I don't know. Just
Important. These look. We're not saying music is, we're not saying
We're not saying.
but we're saying, bro, there's priorities for a Riva.
There's a priority.
Bro, this guy's got a hole in his chest. You're talking about his toenail.
Exactly, bruv.
He's got a hole in his chest.
These guys are causing apostasy, man. Go home, man. Why are you on Twitter anyway? Why are you on Twitter, bruv?
They're following you.
Stop. Get off Twitter. You've got 10 hours screen time. You're a porno addict. You're a music addict. You're a movie addict. You're a series addict. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Go on Twitter and do Nahi and Munka, pretend you're this sanctimonious guy, and oh, you're going for the Riva, you're going for the fresh meat, you're going for the easy meat, you're going for the guy who hasn't had a day of lesson. You had parents that were Muslim. You had mother and dad that were telling you when you were 6 years old how to recite Surah Al-Fatiha. This man just came into Islam and you're telling about music?
Bro, you know, it's so, bro, once here, I was talking to the sister. She was like, oh, I was giving da'wah.
Haram police, you're haram, bro. Haram police, you're haram. You're haram, wallahi. The haram police, they're haram. You're haram. You're the fake police. You're the fraud police. You are the fraud police. Because what you're doing is causing apostasy. What
Bro,
you're doing is causing problematic.
Let's bring look,
You're haram.
there's a bit of balance. Okay? In Islam, there's a concept of nahi anil munkar.
Yeah.
But bro, you need to know how to do it, man.
Yeah.
Bruv, they're
You need to know
destroying
how-
it.
you need to know how to do it.
We're doing nahi on munkar on you. We're doing that's what I'm saying, akhi. We're doing nahi on munkar on the haram police today. The haram police, we're doing nahi on munkar on you. We are going too far. What you're doing is wrong. What you're doing is causing.
this is serious business that they're making light of. They're on about somebody who, another one of their Muslim persons, the one who spoke to Andrew Tate, and now they're having a go at him for going after the new reverts. So that one is trying to tell the new reverts what to do and what not to do, right? But these people are here saying, no, don't do that. Just let them come in. Just bring them in first, in first. And he's just sat there, just laughing with these people. Does he not realize?
They're talking
Does
about
he not-
him.
They're talking about. Does he not look at him?
He looks stupid.
He looks very stupid. Sat there, and does he not see? If only he would turn his face and look at the body language of these other two, you see that. You think they have your best interest at heart? Because he has a lot of clout, Reggie. This Sneeko guy, I don't know how many followers he has. Let's see. Sneeko, how many followers does he have? So he has a lot of clout. Wow. Look at this, Reggie. So that Sneeko guy, both of his channels, Sneeko and Schneeko, have been deleted by YouTube. Before being terminated, both channels had amassed over 1.2 million and 800K subscribers, respectively. So huge following, but now he's on Rumble, I think. I think they said he's now on Rumble. So he's got a lot of clout when it comes to, and that's why everyone, is fanning over him and, trying to be friends with him because, he's got lots of, following.
I can't hear anything.
Sorry?
I don't hear nothing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my fault, my fault.
Haram, you're the worst haram.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Reggie, just constantly, just be looking at him, not the one in the red hat, the one in the black hat, the body language, and he keeps looking at the guy in the blue. He keeps looking at him, the checking in, because this is all. If you're from the outside looking in, you can see that this is a case of we've got to keep this guy locked in. Whatever tricks that these people are talking about here, they're using it on Sneeko. Does he know? Anyway, Reggie.
It's true though.
How's your day going, bro?
Good. We need haram police for the haram police is what I love.
It's haram.
Haram police.
That's haram, bro. They're going telling people about shorts. Someone just came into Islam. You're telling them about shorts.
Right.
You're telling about women in the background of hair. You're telling them about their music.
No, bro, we have to.
Suck out. Suck out. Suck out. When it comes to finding the easy opinion for a revert, isn't there usulis who have spoken about this in books of fiqh and usul? Well, someone just came into Islam, bro.
Bro, Ibn Taymiyyah is essentially saying to you,
are you dumb?
Ibn
Are you
Taymiyyah,
dumb?
bro?
Are you dumb?
Bro,
Are you dumb, bro?
Bro, Ibn Taymiyyah is essentially saying to you, brother, don't tell him about this.
Yeah.
Don't even tell him about this.
Don't even tell him.
You're gonna
tell
push
him.
him away.
Don't tell him.
Don't even.
People are here saying, Ibn Taymiyyah is saying, don't tell the new reverts what to expect in the religion. The religion expects them to do this. But Ibn Taymiyyah says, don't say nothing to them. And this one's don't tell them. If you're somebody who is considering Islam, you really should watch this. Because there's a lot of things that they don't tell you. It's a lot that they don't tell you. That you just find yourself in this religion, and as soon as you get in, you just can't get out.
Makes no sense. And that's
Right,
why they're going
Reggie?
to tell you, because when they want to get you so invested in it that you really believe it. And now that I'm starting to learn more things about Islam, especially over there,
Mhm.
they're not going to shoot you. They're not.
They're not going to shoot you.
Not for real.
What are they going to do?
Maybe stab you if they're fast enough to catch your ass.
The what?
Maybe stab you if they're fast enough to catch you.
Oh gosh. Where in what part of the world are you talking about?
Where they at? I don't think the chances is high that they're going to really risk shooting you, because it's going to be hard for them to get that gun. I don't really think they're going to do it all like that. I think that's more of a scare tactic.
Okay.
Speak to him about the things he needs.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
It's not funny.
So how does Islam exist in Western society? I think that's where this conversation is going to go to after the UK riots. We're in Bosnia. It's like a pretty Western Islamic place.
Yeah.
How do the two coexist?
Well, I tell you what. I mean, do you want to start us off with that?
How did Islam? What's sorry?
How does Islam exist in Western society? Is Bosnia a good example?
Bro, of course. Now look at where we are right now. I wanted to mention earlier on the stream, right? That, bro, we're essentially in a Muslim majority country with Islamic history all around us. If we were to open this curtain right here in front of us, we see mosques, we'll see minarets, etc. When you're, bro,
What country are you from?
right? So it shows you, bro, that these are essentially white.
What country he in?
So I think Mohammed Hijab is definitely British. Sneeko, I don't know where Sneeko is from. Hold on, let me see. Where's Sneeko from?
We're talking about we're in an Islamic predominant country. Where?
Oh, so Sneeko is a famous American Instagram star, a former YouTuber and businessman. Was born on the September 8th in 1998 in New York.
So where's he talking about that he's in an Islamic mostly country? Where's that at?
They all met up in Bosnia.
Mm.
So this is taking place in Bosnia. So they're talking about the country of that they're in right now.
Okay.
That they're mostly in a Muslim state, but they're going to go on and start talking about they're majority white people and all these things.
Yeah, I would have thought that they were somewhere in the UK. That's how they sounded to me. So.
Huh?
I would have thought that they were in the UK.
I think those two are from the UK. Musa Adnan, I'm not sure. Let's see. Let me see where he is from. Musa Adnan is from. You okay?
Yeah, just sneeze real quick.
Okay. Well, Musa Adnan is also from the UK. So those two are from the UK. Mohammed Hijab and Musa Adnan from the UK. Yeah. Are you coming back on the stage or? Oh, I think he's on the phone. You coming back to the stage? Are you done?
Yep. Uh-huh.
White people, we're going around.
These are white people.
They're white people, bro.
Yeah.
And they're Muslims, bro. They're Muslims. The woman is covered. She's wearing the niqab. I saw people today, bro. She's wearing the niqab. The man is a white man. He's got a blonde beard, bro.
Good man.
Good girl. No, but bro, honestly. So that actually shows you, bro, that Islam is not just like, bro.
It's compatible with the West.
Bro, Islam's not just like for Arabs.
It's not for Arabs.
Wait, Reggie, do you see what that guy's doing?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see him?
I'm trying to ease him into it.
No. Reggie, the guy in the middle. Have a look. And yes, they are trying to ease him into it, but they're talking about the country in Bosnia. They're saying majority white people. They're seeing the men with their wives, and the man is a Muslim, and he's like, yeah, he's a good man. So because he's a Muslim, he's a good man. But look at him feeling himself. Reggie, you should see what he's doing with himself. Hang on. You see him feeling himself.
When you're bro. We're in Europe.
Bro.
Right, so it shows you, bro, that these are essentially white people. We're going around.
These are white people.
They're white people, bro.
Yeah.
And they're Muslims, bro. They're Muslims. The woman is covered. She's wearing the niqab. I saw people today, bro. She's wearing the niqab. The man is a white man. He's got a blonde beard, bro.
Good man.
Good girl. No, but bro, honestly. So that actually shows you, bro, that Islam is not just like, bro.
It's compatible with the West.
Bro, Islam's not just like for Arabs.
It's not for Arabs.
Islam's not just for like, you know, for
you see that?
It's not for Somali.
Reggie, did you see that?
Yeah, I hear.
Eh?
Yeah.
No, did you see it?
Who, the dude in the middle?
Yeah.
It seemed like he's just sitting there just twiddling with something like, yeah, yeah.
No,
Yeah, uh-huh.
no, you didn't see what he just did, Reggie. No. I'm gonna take you back. Just have a quick look. Just look at his chest. Hold on. Look at his chest. Him feeling himself over there. Look.
Good girl. No, but bro, honestly. So that actually shows you, bro, that Islam is not just like, bro.
It's compatible with the West.
Islam's not just like for Arabs.
It's not for Arabs.
Islam's not just for like,
I'm a fucking on the damn show.
for Somali.
You see him?
Yeah, I see him flexing his little weak chest muscle.
Hmm?
I see him flexing his little weak chest muscles.
There you go. You got to show off some, some something.
He feeling himself.
Yeah.
It's not for
Like,
Somalis.
do you know what I mean? Islam is
For all of us.
for all of us, bro. For all of us.
Somalis only.
You know what I mean? So that's the point. That shows us the compatibility. And you know what? One of the reasons why, I mean, going back to these far right guys, one of the reasons why some of them are burning so much.
Tell me that.
They see it, bro.
Yeah.
They see it. You think Jimmy Robinson, but then see it. Bro, do you think, bro, that guy's got some trauma, bro.
He's got trauma.
He's got some personal
Yeah,
story, bro.
someone's that.
Maybe,
Actually, we know that. We've seen that.
We've seen
that.
that. We've seen those
Nonsense.
videos. Let's leave those videos.
Maybe someone
Okay?
spanked him as well.
No, but bro, honestly, that guy, bro, maybe you got a family member, maybe he's burning hands, bro. Maybe you got a family member who's become a Muslim or something. Bro, honestly, the white people, they are coming to Islam in their numbers, and they are embracing Islam. Alhamdulillah, they are finding the truth, bro.
Yeah,
there was a video going around on X of a white sister. She's crying. She's just embracing Islam.
He's
These
late
people are
with
mocking
that,
her. I said, brother,
Yeah.
she's crying.
He's late with that though. I don't know why he's saying that. That's not even true. He like white people are accepting Islam. They've been doing that for hundreds and hundreds of years. I'm not gonna say thousands because I can't prove that, but for sure hundreds. Especially in Bosnia in that area, they've been on that shit a long time ago. That's why they had those wars years and years ago. It's because they was fighting over that. Croatia, Bosnia, Yugoslavia, all that shit is the same area, and ethnically they're same. Ethnically, they are all the same. They just have a different religion. So much so that when I seen this on where did I see this shit? I seen it somewhere that they're so closely related that DNA tests can't tell them apart.
But Reggie, is that supposed to be like an achievement that white people are converting? Is that supposed to be
I don't know.
like a great thing? Okay, white people are converting to Islam. Hello.
He's late
Okay.
with that. He's late with that. He is super de duper late with that.
Look who we have here.
What's up, Vessel? I think since the
Hi
beginning of
guys, good evening.
how you doing?
Hello,
I
Melanie.
I think since the beginning of Islam, they probably had white people in it. I would bet good money on that too. Good money.
So, Vessel, we're talking about a group of Muslims, how they deceive people into being in Islam, right? How they deceive new converts or reverts into accepting and just staying in the religion. That's what this is about.
Oh my goodness, who did something so cruel?
They would. These ones here, they've been laughing about it. They've been, and they get all of this from their scholars. Scholars' books. That's where they get all
Wow.
this from. You don't teach people new converts about Islam. You wait for them to get in first, and then you can tell them about it after. Don't tell them immediately. No, no, no. Just get them in
Oh
first.
no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Miss
Mm.
Masani, if Muhammad was white or not, but
I
I
I
mean,
know
don't know.
is there any proof that they've actually gone on to now teach them the right things?
Right things like
I mean, initially they're teaching them like the wrong things,
that's kind
right?
of what they're saying now. Like what they're basically telling them is, don't say the bad shit right now. Don't tell them like they can't listen to
Oh,
music and shit. And
oh,
the fucked up thing about it is they're saying it right in front of dude, and dude is exactly the type person that they describing for real. For real.
exactly.
oh my gosh.
Is a
Oh,
new
now I
is a
get what
new
you mean.
is a new convert to Islam. The one in the blue. The other
Yeah.
two, they're lifelong they're lifelong Muslims. So
Okay.
yeah, let's continue.
because she's found home, bro.
She's found
home, bro.
Yeah.
So they're finding home, bro. Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like
Whether
it
you
or not.
like it or
Compare
not,
the
bro.
life of a Muslim sister
Whether
who's
you like
living,
it or not.
alhamdulillah, like, wearing good
In an
clothes.
honorable manner.
Honorable manner, yeah.
Honorable
She
manner.
got her kids, she's looking after her kids, she's loving her kids, the kids are
And
loving
bro,
her.
look at how beautiful Islam is, bro.
Yeah,
Even if she's gone through a past, bro.
She's gone through a
Even
past.
if she's gone through bad things, bro.
Bad things,
Even bro, she's gone through bad things. Islam gives her that, bro. Well, we have this concept in Islam.
Yeah.
The one who repents from a sin, he's like the one who didn't do it again.
Didn't even
And
do it.
Islam yajubu ma qablahu.
Allah.
Islam, bro, when you embrace Islam,
Yeah, tell me.
it smashed, it erased, it destroyed everything before, bro. Everything before. It's as if it doesn't exist.
Actually, do you know what? Let me just
It's as if it doesn't exist, bro.
Discussion.
Let's do it.
Okay, well, it's also for
What do you understand? It's as if it doesn't exist,
You
bro.
know the ayah. I
Do you understand?
want to ask a question about this.
Yeah.
أولئك يبدل الله
سيئاتهم حسنات.
Isn't there a discussion about this, that if you did sins as a disbeliever,
That is what it is.
no, but it transforms
Yes,
sins
that's
actually
what- that
become
is
good
what it
deeds.
is. Yes.
Okay, imagine all the
The zina, you come here, bro.
I have some
Imagine-
good deeds.
no,
I have a lot of good deeds.
I feel like there's a lot we're missing here. They're just going so fast. Hold on. They're busy talking about, like, I mean, hold on.
Bad things Islam gives her that, bro. Well, we have this concept in Islam. التائب من الذنب كمن لا ذنب له.
Yeah.
The one who repents from a sin, he's like the one who didn't do it again.
Didn't even do
And
it.
Islam yajubu ma qablahu.
Allah.
Islam, bro, when you embrace Islam,
So when you embrace Islam, all your past sins wiped clean. You're not.
They know that the one in blue is a revert.
Yes.
Yeah, they saying don't say certain shit around him too. You just missed it.
Oh gosh.
They don't give a fuck.
Hmm.
Yeah, tell me.
it smashed, it erased, it destroyed everything before, bro. Everything before. It's as if it doesn't exist.
Actually, do you know what? Let me just
It's as if it doesn't exist, bro.
discussion.
Let's do it.
Okay, well, it's also for
What do you understand? It's as if it doesn't exist,
You
bro.
know the ayah.
Do you understand?
I want to ask a question about this.
Yeah.
Okay, أولئك يبدل الله
سيئاتهم حسنات.
Isn't there a discussion about this, that if you did sins as a disbeliever,
That is what it
no,
is.
but it transforms
Yes,
sins
that's
actually
what- that
become
is what
good
it is.
deeds.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, imagine all the
The zina, you come here, bro.
I have some
Imagine-
good deeds.
No,
I have a lot of good deeds.
Imagine.
So what they're saying is, all your bad deeds, when you become a Muslim, all that is converted into good deeds.
I
They
kind of like
just
that.
convert. No, but
like-
there's something called zina. I don't know what zina is. What are they saying about zina? Because there's a
Zoom
reason
away
why
your
they
sins.
brought zina to this guy.
I zero my
Ah,
sins.
zina is illicit sexual relations, adultery, extramarital sex. So this is why they're bringing it up to this guy, because they know that he would have engaged in zina. But they're trying to say, because now you're now a Muslim, your zina now has been changed to something else, has been
Erased.
yes,
what-
or no, converted to something. That's what they're trying to tell him.
Listen, I actually like that. I'm gonna be a revert tomorrow Wednesday, right? This shit come Friday, I'm gonna start fucking up again.
You go ahead and do that. You go ahead. My goodness.
How do you think that Islam can coexist with Western values? How do you see this going forward? We're seeing what happening in the UK right now. There's obviously some growing resentment towards that in the growing Islamic population.
Yeah.
How could the two coexist?
What are you gonna do? Like, forget this question. This question is always it's a defensive. I have to defend myself. What are you gonna do? I'm telling the right wing now. What are you gonna do? We're British citizens. We're born in the West. We're born in the West. What are you gonna do? Strip our passport? You deprive us of our citizenship? Is that what you want to do? You want to kick us out? Go on, then do it. I want to see that happen. Try that. We'll see what happens. Come on, let's try. What are you gonna do exactly? What do you want to happen? Because at the end of the day, we're British citizens. We live in Britain. Okay, we're a minority in Britain. Yeah, we have our own interests in mind. Yeah.
The question that was asked: can Islam coexist with the UK, UK life or UK, what UK's got going on? That's the question. Can your religion coexist with the UK people? And now look at him. He says, "Yeah, we're born Muslims. You want to kick us out? You kick us out. You want to? You're forced to live with us." That's not the question that was asked. The question that was asked was, can your religion coexist with everyone else? Right? Did you all hear the question?
Yeah, I heard
Did,
him.
did you hear the question? Okay.
Yeah.
Now just listen to his response. Oh goodness.
Whatever, do your thing. If you want to try and harm us, try and harm us. I got a problem. Whatever, man. You know, at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? You're gonna try and kick us out with 5 million people. Has that ever happened in modern history where you kick 5 million people? Is that even a realistic target? You're not gonna be able to achieve that. They would have to change their constitution. Britain would have to change its constitution fundamentally.
Right.
If you can do that, achieve it, do it. If not, then shut up. Shut up and be quiet, because you're gonna have to live with us. And that's the reality. You're gonna just have to live with us. Yeah? You're gonna have to live with us. You're the one. You're gonna have to coexist with us. It's not we have to coexist with you. You have to coexist with us. It's you that have to coexist with us. Well, we have to coexist with you. No, you have to coexist with us. That's it. It's done now. You got two options: kick us out, try and forcibly kick us out, or you have to coexist. That's it. Simple as that.
Great stuff.
Do you agree, Musa?
Yeah, honestly,
2 options. Kick us out or you coexist with us. Vessel, are you there?
I'm here, sis. I'm here. And I'm just thinking, what in the world? You come out with your full chest
Hmm.
to
Two
make a
options.
recording saying things like that. This is stuff that gets people in big trouble.
Exactly.
It's like a veiled threat. Well, that's how I see it.
And when you start pulling out the numbers that there are now 5 million Muslims in the UK, that's something to be worried about.
And that's why the white supremacists will jump on it and the whole shit show will start again.
Exactly.
I do agree. Look, because they say it's about illegal immigration, right?
Right.
That's what they say.
Why is he so restless?
Let's
This
stop
guy,
illegal
this
immigration.
Adnan
No
guy,
problem. Let's stop people coming on the boat.
just
No problem.
can't
Let's
seem
do
to
that.
sit
Okay.
still.
Do you think these EDL, these far right people, are going to be happy with that?
Mhm.
No,
They want us
the
out.
fact that they're attacking random black people on the road, random sisters wearing hijab, random Muslims, a random Pakistani uncle walking down the street with his groceries. The fact, in Birmingham a couple of years ago, one of these uncles was killed, bro. The fact that they're doing Islamophobic attacks like this, it shows you, bro, that, bro, your problem isn't actually illegal immigration. Your problem is actually that you're a failure in life. You have yellow teeth. You need to go to the dentist. Your problem is you're unqualified. Your problem is that you have a very, very low IQ.
Are you listening to this? Are you guys listening to this?
I'm listening to it, but what he's doing.
This is the far right. The people who are
He's
saying let's preserve
saying-
the UK or anti-Islam, saying you don't brush your teeth, you're not
You need-
qualified. No, let me take that. What? Come on, this is bad. Reggie, you were going to say something.
I mean, I understand what he's saying. If those things are happening over there, I don't know because I don't live over there. If those things what he is speaking about, if that's really what's happening, that's fucked up, right? But that don't got nothing to do with none of the other shit that he was talking about. Those
Exactly.
are two separate things.
Basically,
It's got
what
nothing to do with
this
the
basically
conversation.
saying,
Sorry.
it's like the KKK is talking against the KKK, and you know they're going to hear what you're saying, and they're going to want to retaliate, but they're not going to retaliate against him. They're going to retaliate against anyone who looks like him. So he's not going to be the one to have to bear the brunt of it. It's other people.
True.
The fact, in Birmingham a couple of years ago, one of these uncles was killed, bro. The fact that they're doing Islamophobic attacks like this, it shows you, bro, that, bro, your problem isn't actually illegal immigration. Your problem is actually that you're a failure in life.
A failure in life.
You have yellow teeth.
Ay,
You don't.
ay, ay.
You need to go to the dentist. Your problem is you're unqualified. Your problem is that you have a very, very low IQ. Your problem is that you see your doctor. He's driving a nice car, and he's an Asian man, and he's flown in from Afghanistan or Pakistan, and he's done better than you, and you just don't like that. Honestly, for many people, that seems to be the issue.
If your issue is immigration,
That seems to be.
have your issue. Do your thing.
No,
I
so
don't
stop
care.
illegal immigration. Okay.
I don't care.
Okay.
Bro, I don't care. Do you think I'm fighting for?
Like, but why the racist? Why the racist rhetoric? Like, why the racist rhetoric? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why do you have to be racist for? Why do you have to speak in such a manner? And then they got these token guys that are just standing with them, like this random brown guy who's confused, standing with Tommy Robinson, like
doesn't know what he's doing there.
Random black guy in the corner, like
$50 to be there.
Yeah. Like, it's nonsense, bro. Anyone who looks at this, who's got half a brain, just sees these guys are idiots. They're racist. Their mission is, it's not about illegal immigration. Because look, the fact is, look, bro. Once again, look at how this thing started, bro. This guy, random, he's a British citizen, bro. He went and killed these 3 kids. Why are you at a mosque? Why are you at a mosque for? Why are you breaking down a mosque?
You see this passport? I want you to take this away from me. That's the challenge. Come and take it from me. Come and fight me for it. Stand it. If you're saying that you don't want me to be in your country, if that's the issue, deport him. Say, come and take it. Come and take it. And there's 5 million of these. By the way, there's 5 million. Imagine 5 million. I just want you to imagine 5 million passports for a second.
No,
imagine 100 passports. Then imagine 200. Now imagine 1,000. Now imagine 10,000.
Nobody's saying let's kick you all out. No one's saying that. Nobody's saying that. But my goodness, they're talking about the religion, the beliefs. I don't know, man. Let's look at my passports. There's 5 million of these.
Now imagine 5 million of these. You think they're all going to be deprived?
That's a lot of passports.
Do you think these all is that a reasonable thing? Do you think you're going to achieve the objective?
Okay.
Go and do it, please. I would like to see, because if that's your objective, you are going to fail.
And you know what, this guy Tommy Robinson, I hope when he flies back into the UK, because eventually he's going to have to, I hope they arrest him at the border and throw that guy in prison. Because what he has been doing on social media is reckless, to say the least. Is reckless.
He can do it as well. He continue.
And yeah, he can continue.
Please continue.
But they're not going to let him. They're just going to throw him. And that's why he's staying in Cyprus. That's why he's in Cyprus.
He might as well stay there.
Yeah, at what point is someone like Elon Musk going to be like, okay, this guy's
I was thinking
indirectly inciting violence? Like, if that's the limits of free speech, I agree. I believe in some level of free speech, but like when it gets to inciting violence, like that's when you should be like, at what point does that happen?
Exactly. I mean, Elon Musk. I think Elon Musk is, we should have a conversation. We were meant to have a conversation before Elon.
So they're trying to get Elon Musk to get Tommy Robinson off Twitter because he's inciting violence.
Years ago, they managed to get, what's her name, Katie Hopkins, off Twitter. Twitter then deleted her account. They also deleted Donald Trump's account, but Donald Trump managed to get his account back. But Katie Hopkins, she never got her account back. And she's vile.
She is.
She's a vile woman.
The question I need to ask is, are Muslim men allowed to show off their chests in public?
I think so, because when I heard Ems talking about the aura, I said the aura's man is from his waist to his knees
down. Oh, okay.
That's why the slave women, their aura was the same as a man's from the waist down. That's why they were bare-breasted.
Because wouldn't it be haram to be showing off your chest to the public? I don't know. I'm just asking.
That at Hajj, I don't remember if it was this year or last year. There was a guy, muscular guy, young, muscular. He looked good. And he was bare-chested at Hajj. And it was a big fuss. It kicked off a lot of comments from both males and females that what he was doing was wrong and blah, blah, blah. And he was just saying, my aura is from my waist to my knees, so what's the problem? But he looked like he was showing off anyway, showing off his,
This one, right? This guy here.
No, not this one.
Yeah, but this one looks like he's obsessed with his chest. Earlier on, you should see what he was doing, Vessel. He
definitely is.
I can't do it with my own. My boobies will not let me. But he's doing this thing where he's. I don't know.
Yeah, with his peg.
I don't know what you do. Yeah, with his. Yeah.
that is haram. That would be
haram. Yeah.
Yeah.
Showing off his chest.
I was a little bit busy. But we can't have that conversation now. He was actually interested in religion. I recently saw a thing about Elon Musk's son, actually. Like he's saying his son
here we go.
or something.
The son's dancing around.
Well, what's wrong with his son doing that? What's wrong with your... No, I mean, if he doesn't have a purpose of life, he can let him do what he wants at the end of the day. Look, you believe in free speech. I don't understand Elon Musk. I actually don't understand him, Bro, you believe in free speech and freedom of expression, absolutism, yeah? Mm-hmm. So why are you getting involved in your son's decision to become a
dress up like a girl?
Why are you getting involved in that? Like, for me as a Muslim, I get involved in that because, you know why? Because I'm Muslim and that is haram. Simple. God said don't do it. So but on what basis do you disown your son? What is your morality, Elon Musk? From whence do you derive your morality? If it's not from the scripture, if it's not from an organized political ideology.
He saes it's a woke mind virus.
Well,
how do you know that's bad, Elon?
No, exactly. There's no objective way. It's all subjective.
Do you condemn Israel? Here we go.
This guy.
Is that the first time Piers Morgan said
this guy?
I think he did.
So I mean, props to State for getting Piers Morgan, one of the biggest pundits on the
I knew I heard his voice.
Publicly condemn Israel. That's huge.
That dude sounds just like him. Well, I guess they're all Asian, but the Asian all the way to the right sounds just like the dude you just showed.
You're right.
Sorry,
No worries. No worries.
And press the back button. I didn't realize it would kick me out.
Okay, let's see. Juad says, let's see. According to what was written about him, he has an unparalleled charisma in the history of the mankind. Who are you talking about? He is, it says, he is the most documented man in human history, given the bulk of the literature written about his life and sayings. Who are we talking about here? He's ethically, Muhammad. He's ethically white. He looks like a white person, given the physical traits written about him in the Islamic literature. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's continue.
Why? I wonder why he's doing it now and he did it before. Is it because his show is no longer on Talk TV?
No, just done it
because he's on YouTube.
Oh, come on! It can't be that reason, can it?
When you're wrong and what you say helps influence minds to go and commit riots, as it did, because you and Tommy Robinson, between you and others.
He's saying he left Talk TV in April 2024.
So he did leave it, yeah.
He said Fajr is at what time?
3:45.
3:45. Okay, resting time. 3:50.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll get ready for Fajr. Yeah, I'll continue. I have some more things.
Are there any bottles of water here, bro?
Yes, there's one right on. I should offer you some right there.
No, that's fine. We'll get that.
Video's too fast. You guys can't listen this fast. It's not that.
Cool if I grab one as well?
Of course, bro. Of course, you don't need to ask.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's truth in the fact that why did these guys come on the street? Like, how did they even know to go in the street? It must have been through social media, right?
Right.
And who was the one who organized that?
So they were saying
who was the one who told them to go out in the street?
So I was reading. There were some far right Telegram groups that were basically spreading information of these rallies.
Who organized them?
One of the first people to actually propagate the protests, these rallies, these riots, was BBC were mentioning this. A guy called Lord Simon on X, who's directly associated with, or who's associated with Tommy Robinson.
Okay.
So he was one of the people involved in, promoting these.
So because there must be someone
organized. This is what I was reading.
Because they're coming to different places of the UK, right?
Yeah.
So who's
organizing? Of course, bro.
Who's organizing them?
So they were saying that there were Telegram groups, and on these Telegram groups, they were pushing these
Telegram groups?
far right Telegram groups.
Who are the like chief organizers of these groups? Is it just different? Is it sporadic?
I'm not sure.
Is it decentralized?
Yeah, Telegram is a pretty decentralized, like open platform.
Okay,
anybody can make it.
So it's not like a hierarchy, like someone saying go here, go there, go here, go there.
It might be. I don't know.
But it is stirred up by the major figureheads on Twitter. Yeah. That's where a lot of that anger and outrage is.
Yeah, so then there has to be responsibility taken by Tate and others on this point, then, right?
There was another thing he was saying, like for example, he was mentioning, I understand what's happening in the UK, and he was basically using what's happening in Gaza as like
an example. Because he sees himself as a symbol of masculinity, right? And you see what happened in the Olympics where they disrespect Jesus, peace be upon him.
Yeah.
And he's like, you got to stand up, Christians. You're not doing anything. And he sees it as synonymous with what's going on in England.
Why do we need to help Christians stand up for their religion?
Because he sees it, and I agree with him. It's better than the atheists and the people that are allowing transgenders and this stuff. It's better that people are Christians than atheists. You don't agree?
No, I mean,
it's better that people are Christians than being atheists. You hear that?
Yeah, I hear them. And the reason why they say that is because, they believe in Jesus themselves. So,
yes, they do. But it's going to get worse now. It's going to, these people, they just...
I don't disagree strongly, but I can see the argument. Why is it my business to sort out someone else's affairs?
When Jesus is being disrespected, you don't feel the need to stand up?
We should. Muslims, we do it. Right?
And so, yeah, he's standing up as a Muslim protesting.
Yeah, no,
that.
that's all good. That's fine.
Okay.
But I'm just talking about like this whole sentiment that we need to help the white man in Britain, or we have to help the Christians in the West. Like, where does it come from? And why do we need to do that? No, put it this way: whether they are religious Christians or non-religious Christians, the consequence is one. It doesn't matter really to me if they. Do you know what I mean? Like,
bro, if anything,
does that make sense?
yeah, it does make sense. But
no, what I'm trying to say is this: I'm trying to say, like for example,
regardless, is going to be an issue. Well, though both of those aren't a solution. That's what you're saying. Both of those aren't a solution.
You're not going to go to heaven with this.
Yeah, both
Basically,
of those are not a solution.
You're not going to go to heaven if you're a religious Christian.
But the point,
basically,
the point is the better thing to say,
from my perspective,
is, guys, Islam. That's the better thing to say. Islam is your solution.
Yani, do you see what I'm trying to say? Like,
the better thing to say is Islam is your actual solution.
I'm just saying that you're not going to heaven if you're a Christian, whether you're religious or not religious, or if you're a liberal Christian or an atheist or whatever you are. These are all pathways to hellfire, actually, to put it bluntly.
You don't think there's going to be Christians that make it to Jannah?
No, there are going to be Christians that make it to Jannah, but those who believed in one God and didn't do shirk and didn't disbelieve in the faith and stuff. But I mean, in the deen inda Allah Islam, the Quran says that there's only one religion acceptable to Allah, and it's Islam. I don't need to bring people closer to the Bible. I need to bring people closer to the Quran only.
Exactly.
I don't care. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get it.
I see the logic.
And I've dealt with these people. There's so many people that, especially in the West, they grew up with the ideas of Christianity. So their relationship with God is synonymous with Christianity.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's almost like we find it, because I agree with Tate on this, find it easier to just bring people to Christianity than try to convince them of Islam, because they're used to this idea that Muslims are terrorists, brown people. So many people are just not going to be able to understand it ever. So it's better that they're Christians than atheists.
But you see, the problem is that even, okay, fine, like let's say you bring them to Christianity now, and they're practicing Christians.
Yeah.
Okay, how is that going to actually internally change them? From the Islamic worldview, from the Islamic perspective,
so many of the values are the
still
same
in darkness.
But so many of the values, besides La ilaha illallah and this stuff in Tawheed, so many of the values are identical to Islam.
The values are identical. You're right. Some of the values are identical, but even those now are not strong.
it's like we're just moving them from one corner of the hellfire to another. Like,
no, but like some of the values you're mentioning, they're not strong.
They're moving them from one corner of the hellfire to another corner. But why do you people think that these people feel like, hey, Christopher Richards, good to see you? Why do they think that their religion is somehow the best? That because they've got this religion, it somehow saves them, and every other person is wrong, but they're the only ones who are right.
They're going to be so disappointed. Well, actually, they won't be, because they have no perception of anything.
Once they're dead, right? I was thinking the same thing.
But why are they so convinced, though? Why are you so convinced that it's got to be Islam? Islam. What makes you think that? Okay.
It's the level of information, because even in 2024, they still claim that the Quran was right about embryology. And honestly, like,
they still bring that subject all the time.
Yeah, everybody studied biology by now. They know exactly what happens. And back then they didn't have any labs, they didn't have any experiments, nothing at all. It was just one man's perception of what takes place. So I don't know, Afro. It's just so sad.
Right? Yeah. Christopher Richards, me too. Interested in guiding folks away from that tribe. Right? So yes, I would rather be an atheist than join any of these religions. Ouija 666 has moved over, I think, to Reggie's page to Ouija 666. What's your name on TikTok? I know. What's your name on TikTok? Because now you've moved over to Reggie's. I know. Unkindness. Yeah,
okay,
it's unkindness. It's unkindness. Yes. Okay. Hey.
Christians.
if I bring forward a plant, cactus plant or something, and I cut it into two, versus if I bring forward a baby and I cut it into two, which of the two things are worse?
It's worse to cut a baby into.
Why?
Because it's human life.
And why does that make it worse? Because they're both alive. Why does it make it worse to kill a baby?
Human life is more precious than the life of a baby.
Why?
Because I was about to say we're made in God's image, but I'm not a Christian. Yeah, that's a Christian belief.
So what's the reason?
Because humans are better than plants.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so the more attributional value the thing in question has, the more the transgression against it is, right? But what God Almighty has infinite attributional value. So that means that if you redirect the worship that you should otherwise be given to him to a creation, then that's infinitely bad. Hence, the maximum punishment should be afforded to that one.
Hey.
So there's actually, you can rationalize the reason why shirk is the worst, because you are in the worst way possible redirecting what should be owed to God to other than God. If I were to speak to Christians, I wouldn't start off by talking about homosexuality.
Talk about shirk.
I was talking about shirk and iman and tawheed, because actually there's nothing worse than shirk. There's nothing that is worse than shirk, because shirk is essentially defying your basic human function.
Right. So you don't think that there's been some talk online about the Muslim Christian Brotherhood, this stuff, that we should unite off of our differences? That
how so? Like, what basis should we not? Because we're not going to worship the same way.
No.
At the end of the day, like, all the prophets came and they started off speaking about tawheed. There is one exception. It is interesting because it was Lot actually. Lot, he actually started off with homosexuality. He talked about that first. But all the prophets came with tawheed.
Lot started off homosexuality. So he's saying that all the prophets that came, every one of them started talking about worshipping one God. But Lot was the one who started off homosexuality. I'm not sure I understand this. What is he talking about? Lot wasn't engaged in homosexuality. So, just 1 second, guys. 1 second. Sorry about that. Yeah. Let's see, Miss Bisani. What's Okaides talking about? I'll come harass you too, but I don't have your YouTube.
I'm gonna have to follow you back.
Yes.
666.
I've got a link on my main page.
And
my
it's
YouTube
important.
channel.
Okay. I need to do that. I don't think I'm following you. I better look for you and I need to do that. I need to sort that out. Okay. This video is nearly done, so we can
to start off with that, because that's the basis for everything else. Look, a tree has roots and it has branches. The root of the tree of Islam is tawheed, is monotheism, and we have to start with that. What do you think, Musa?
Yeah, 100%.
They're getting tired, Char. They're getting tired.
It's the most important thing.
Yeah, I understand.
It's the most important thing. After that, that's like the seed, and without it, there's nothing, and everything grows from that. Everything grows from that. It's firmly planted in the ground. It's firmly planted, and that's the thing. That's why we mentioned this point in the beginning. Like this whole, I understand the logic. I understand why people are saying it, but from a Muslim, from an strictly speaking Islamic perspective, it doesn't work like that. You shouldn't calling people to Christianity. You come closer to Christianity, etc.
But this is
where call people to Islam.
But this is where I understand Tate, because we're both public reverts, and we have more influence politically than religiously.
I can see it if it's a strategy thing, then fine. I don't see I'm not saying it's wrong, by the way. I'm just saying what I would like to do. But I wouldn't. One thing I would say is wrong is call them to the Bible. I wouldn't call them to the Bible. I could say the following. I say, look, according to your Bible, this is wrong. But I wouldn't say go and follow your Bible. If there's a fine distinction between the two.
Well, hope you enjoyed the stream.
Shocking.
Time for Fajr prayer. Appreciate you, Musa. Appreciate you, Mohammed Hijab.
Appreciate you, bro.
We'll be going around in Bosnia tomorrow. This was a fun stream. Long and blessed future. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Be safe. Make sure everybody follow the stream and follow Mohammed Hijab, follow Musa, and yeah, we're gonna be outside tomorrow. We're gonna be here in Bosnia. Appreciate you. Bye.
So just very quickly.
I use Nico.
Yeah.
Just very quickly.
I'm a Christian. Mind if I have a dialogue?
All right, brother.
Hello.
We've got a Christian but ethno-nationalist over there. Will you be interested?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He looks Jewish up there.
So very quickly. So this is the sneaker who we're looking at. He found his way to Speaker's Corner, right? Where everyone comes and they talk about God and let's see how he fared when he's not with his with his Muslim brothers and he's in opposition to whatever he believes, right? Let's see what that looks like, because don't forget he's a new convert / revert / what this is. So let's see.
Hey, let's stop. Sorry. You
Sure. So I was wondering what your perspective was about the preservation of the Bible and the Quran.
Right, the Quran has never been changed.
Never been changed. There's only one Quran.
There's only one version of the Quran.
Only one version of the Quran.
Yeah, and since then, like people have been able to recite it, even if all the Qurans were burned, we'd be able to.
Right. So it's your old tradition. You know exactly what it is, so you can recite it.
I can't recite it, but people can memorize it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, others can.
So do you accept that there's 10 qira'ats of the Quran, 10 different readings?
Sure.
Okay, but those 10 different readings are obviously different, right?
Okay.
So if they're different, then there's not one Quran, it's 10 Qurans.
Okay.
So do you take that back? There's only one Quran?
That's the first time I've heard that.
Well, no, I tend to you accepted it, so I assume you know about it, right? You're not just taking my word for it.
What are the 10 versions?
No, so there's different citations. Just like there's different accents. There's a British accent, there's a Texas accent, there's an English accent.
They're no accents.
Different accents. Who are you gonna believe, Muslim or a Christian?
Really? Is that what it boils down to? Just
Guys, you see, okay, let me take that back, right? So this guy, the guy with the blonde hair, he's a Christian and he debates Muslims. Now, they've told Sneeko there's only one Quran, one. But the Chris, he's trying to tell him that, look, there are 10 known versions of the Quran. And he's surprised. He's like, what, 10? And the Muslim brother quickly just comes in and wants to try and, oh, no. These people, they will deceive you. They will deceive you.
Yeah.
He looks Jewish up there. Hey, let's talk. Sure. You
sure. So I was wondering what your perspective was about the preservation of the Bible and the Quran.
Right, the Quran has never been changed.
Never been changed. So there's only one Quran.
There's only one version of the Quran.
Only one version of the Quran.
Yeah, and since then, like people have been able to recite it, even if all the Qurans were burned, we'd be able to.
Right. So it's your old tradition. You know exactly what it is, so you can recite it.
I can't recite it, but people can memorize it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, others can.
So do you accept that there's 10 qira'ats of the Quran, 10 different readings?
Sure.
Okay, but those 10 different readings are obviously different, right?
Okay.
So if they're different, then there's not one Quran, it's 10 Qurans.
Okay.
So do you take that back? There's only one Quran?
That's the first time I've heard that.
Well, no, I said to you, you accepted it, so I assume you know about it, right? You're not just taking my word for it.
What are the 10 versions?
No, so there's different citations. Just like there's different accents. There's a British accent, there's a Texas accent, there's an English accent.
They're not accents.
Different accent. Who are you gonna believe, Muslim or a Christian?
Really? Is that what it boils down to? Just yeah, of course. So it's the famous one. Mohammed Hijab will tell you this. I started to chat with him about it. So you have in Surah Al-Fatiha, you have Ayah 4, I think it's Ayah 4. Yeah, so Malik al-Madin, Malik al-Madin, owner or king in Arabic. They're two different words. So if you want to read up about this, you can get a book called the 10 Qira'at of the Noble Quran by Dr. Firdaus Suleiman, who worked for the Bridges Foundation in Cairo, which is a Dawah Institute. And he's wrote a book about it, where he translates the Quran into English, but not just in one reading, he does it for all 10. So you can read the differences in the Quran for all different 10 valid readings according to Islamic scholars.
Great.
Cool. So do you accept then that the Quran is not perfectly preserved?
No, I'll read that book and I'll see if that's the case. It's the first time I've heard that.
Okay. Well, all right. I think you see the point that the Quran isn't perfectly preserved, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
What's according to you?
Well, that's according to the scholars I quoted. I mean, you can ask Mohammed Hijab, he has the same view.
Because the question is, which one is divinely revealed?
Yeah. Well, it gets a bit more complicated because there's supposed to be 7 out of.
Also, keep in mind that you guys are Christians. You guys misinterpret everything.
So that's called ad hominem.
That's
called ad hominem.
You think a man is God?
Ad hominem. Calm down. No need to attack.
I think that a man is God.
Ad hominem means against them. It's a fallacy that people can debate when they can't actually address the point.
I'm having a conversation.
So let's address the point. So according to Islamic Sunnah, the Hadith, Muhammad says there is 7 viable different ways that you can recite the Quran. They're called the Aruf. I can get the Hadith, it's Sahih al-Bukhari and others as well. So that must mean there are 7 ways of reciting the Quran. But according to your scholars, there's 10. How did that happen?
That's the first time I'm hearing that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You should look it up. Because what people are saying is that actually, Uthman, Uthman canonized the Quran. Did you know about that canonization process?
No.
Okay, so the third caliph. Yeah, so Uthman put together a committee around 652 time to around 656. And he put together this committee to collect different Quranic materials from different places because there were reports of people arguing about what the Quran was because they differed. He then decided to standardize it into one Qurayshi dialect, to one standard reading. And then he burnt all the other Quranic materials and he sent it out to the 5 different cities. So you had Kufa, Sham, Medina, Mecca, and so on. My point is that if there's meant to be 7 readings, where are they?
I don't know. Where do you think they are?
I think they were destroyed. I think that 6 out of 7 valid readings for your Quran are destroyed and they're not preserved.
Within all the recitation we have today.
6 out of 7 is the majority. It's a vast majority.
Who do you think destroyed them?
This is my good friend Sam. He's a good guy. Love it. Absolutely love
Who do you think destroyed them?
Uthman.
Why do you think?
I don't know. We don't know. I mean, it's a scholarly question. We don't actually know what Uthman destroyed. It just says that there were Quranic manuscript material that was destroyed, it was burnt, but they never elaborate on what that was. So in effect,
you don't think you're just projecting about how all the.
Is this another ad hominem?
Just
another ad hominem? Okay, it's ad hominem.
Because how all the Bible.
Hold on.
You don't think you're just projecting?
Hold on.
Go to Speaker's Corner.
That's a two-code
You
fallacy.
don't think you're just projecting your insecurity?
Ad hominem.
That's a two-code fallacy. Whether it was or was not the case that the Bible was preserved or not.
That's why I know it's about Christian. You guys just project your insecurity about your religion.
You going? You going? It walked off. All right. That was the quickest debate ever.
That's fallacious as well.
He didn't even wait
I'm a
to listen.
conversationalist.
He didn't even wait to listen to the conversation. He was off. He just says, "No, I'm not doing this, and I'm off." Well, guys, this is how they get people into the religion. Don't tell them anything. Don't tell them not to sing music. Don't tell them not to have sex. Don't tell them all this. Just wait for them to get in. And after they're in, give them some time and then just drop it on them. Just slowly, slowly, slowly. Meanwhile, all these other ones, they've been in the religion from when they were born, right? And so they've got 20 steps ahead of the new converts. And now the ones who are trying to get in, here you are lying to them. Here you are not telling them the truth. I think it's just it's crazy. What do you think?
I agree. It's definitely crazy. To me, it seems like anybody that gets a microphone, that gets on the internet nowadays, people are going to believe what they say, especially if it suits their narrative and their lifestyle and what they like, and they just going to roll with it.
Wait, what's Miss Misani saying? Interesting. When I was deployed to Oman, we were told to be prepared to see the men holding hands and shit. And so, wait, men holding hands. Oh, let me see. This is getting interesting in here. Oh, okay. Right. Stuart says theology is my field. By the way, okay, I studied theology for years. Stuart, did Islam ever allow men to marry boys? Woo, men? What?
I'm not sure.
Miss Honey, what kind of question is that? Did Islam ever allow? Stuart says no. Homosexuality is forbidden in Islam. Okay, interesting. Oh, now your comment makes it interesting. When I was deployed to Oman, we were told prepared to see the men holding hands and shit. They were holding hands. Miss Misani, it's a cultural practice, holding hands. It has no sexual connotation, no. Okay.
But why would you do that though?
And I doubt that they would hold their wives' hands.
There's no like public display of affection. Except they're in a country where that's a bit, they can get away with public display of affection. So, yeah, but I don't think
Aren't the
that
women
is.
supposed to walk 2 steps behind the man?
Huh?
Aren't the women supposed to walk 2 or 3 steps behind the man?
Are they?
Yeah, they never walk together.
Oh. Are you serious?
Yeah, the woman always walks 2 or 3 steps behind.
There was a picture that I saw of this man and his 4 wives all covered up. All covered up. And he was in the front, they were all at the back. All 4 of them.
That's it. They can't walk together.
But these men are allowed to have concubines, right?
Yeah, what I want to confirm is the eating. The fact that the women will prepare the food, but will only get to eat after the men have eaten. I need to confirm that. I need to confirm the fact that women only get to eat after the men have finished eating. I'm not too sure if it's correct or not. Yeah, I heard something about that.
So Miss Musani says you've been retired for a long time. Gerald says I adore the military women. Law. My ex subbing did that. My ex subbing did that. My ex subbing. What does that mean? My ex subbing. Joel says you screwed a Muslim man. Subbies. My ex subbies did that. Oh, ex subbies. You screwed the military man. Let's see. They weren't holding the wives. They were not holding the wives' hand. Of course, they were not. They walked behind the walked behind with the kids. Juad, are you a Muslim? Juad, are you a Muslim? Just a question for yourself. Are you a Muslim? Juad? Juad, let's see. Are you a Muslim? Juad, can you put your answer in the comments? Let's see. Are you a Muslim? And sometimes your comments and your remarks, I'm thinking, this is interesting. So, are you Muslim? Juad, are you Muslim? I know you're an ex-Christian, but you find your way to Islam. Not that it matters in the grand scheme of things. I'm just curious. That's all. Okay, guys, what are you up to now? What are you?
Nothing. Just sitting here arguing with motherfuckers.
You still on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay. You working tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Probably a short day though.
busy, busy, busy.
Reggie hasn't been live in forever.
I know. I think I'm gonna go on today.
Oh, okay. Prove that your God is real.
Right.
Prove to be that your God is real. Ah, prove to me that your God is real. Oh hell no. Okay, I don't know. Juad, no answer. Um, no answer from Juad. Juad, are you a Muslim? I'm not letting off. I want to know. I want to know. Are you a Muslim? Tell us. He said he studied religion. Okay, but this is a question aimed at Juad. I'm interested in the Islamic studies. It's my field. No, that answer is not good enough. That answer is not good enough. Being interested in Islamic studies. No, I don't know. Guys. I asked, are you a Muslim? That's the question. Are you a Muslim? Yes or no? I'm interested in the Islamic studies. That's not what I asked. Reggie, what do you think? If you ask someone, are you a Muslim? And they come back and say, I'm interested in the Islamic studies. It's
That
my
means you
field.
you're a Muslim.
There you go. There you go. Right, Vessel? What do you think?
Yes, he's a Muslim.
That's it. Forever I'll be bored at night. Bored? Bored about what? And my best, my master degree is about Islam. Your master degree is about Islam. Okay, okay. It was avoiding the question. Yeah, I didn't ask what you were studying, but it is what it is. You know. Uh, anyway, folks, listen, guys, make sure to give this stream a thumbs up. Um, Reggie says he's going live over TikTok. So if you're following Reggie, go follow him over there. Please make sure to follow Reggie on YouTube. You know what? Let me put the link to his channel so that you guys please make sure to follow him. Let me put the links to his put the link to his channel over here. Let's see. Godless Reggie. Let's see. I should be able to find Reggie. Have you got a link to your channel?
Uh, just my name. YouTube at /at Godless Reggie. Yeah.
Mm-mm. I mean, I want the link, proper link, so that you can click on it and go.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that yet.
I had it just not too long ago. Hold on, let's see. I don't know. How do you do that? How do you I don't know. How do you oh, I think I may have found where it is at. Um Reggie, have you not got a link to your channel?
I'm sure I do. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, go on and put it in the private chat so I can put it.
I mean, the
No
only one I
TikTok for
know
you,
is just
Mr. Sunny.
at at YouTube.
Oh, there we go. There you put it. So yes, thank you. He's that's it, guys. His at is there. Vessel, do you know yours?
It's just my name, Vessel of Dishonor.
Yeah, but if I look for you, I won't find you. Vessel of Dishonor. Let me go and look for you on YouTube. Vessel of Dishonor. Okay, just checking. No, all I'm getting is videos about the vessel for honor, a vessel for God's purpose,
I know,
vessel
right?
for honor,
Is
vessel.
there
Oh yeah, yeah.
accounts or something?
Mm-hmm. No, there is nothing. Anyway, we'll try and sort that out for next time. Anyway, people, make sure to give the stream a thumbs up, and we will catch you on the next episode. So yes, make sure to join us. And yeah. All right, guys. See you all later on.
Catch you later.
Good night.